Good evening. Welcome to each of you, and thank you for joining us tonight for Montfort Academy's Fine Arts Awards Night. Tonight, we join together to recognize the talents and accomplishments of our music and theater students. And as I like to think, it is a program that has been a year in the making. So let's start off by taking a look at our year in review. I cannot help but look at that video and be inspired, proud, and admittedly a little tired just watching everything that goes into a year in the life of one of our arts students. Your passion and dedication to what you do translates into the excellence that Montverde Academy's conservatories stand for. Of course, it is also with a touch of melancholy that I watched that video as well, for times and opportunities lost and unfulfilled. There's no revival of the Glass Menagerie, and consequently no sold-out performances at the Tampa Theater. There's no state ITS competition and the associated bus full of awards which have accompanied those rides home. There's no Diva e Divo, with its beautiful costuming, stunning solos, and evenings of thunderous applause. No 12th night, no year-end formal recital, no Love and War, and frankly, no host of associated moments for each of you, parents and students alike. As I do every time I'm going to speak at a gathering like this, I spend considerable time and energy thinking about exactly what it is that I want to focus on. This year it seemed obvious. How can I not talk about these last 3 months? And yet, I was reticent to do so. As I jotted notes, however, it became clear to me that the elephant in the room was not to be denied. COVID was destined to shape my remarks tonight, and so, much like our everyday lives, I decided to allow its presence to impose itself on my speech tonight. But perhaps not in the way it would like. Because as Dickens said so eloquently, it was the best of times, it was the worst of times. And while there are plenty of worst of times in this situation, even just in the MVA Arts Department alone, there are plenty of best of times as well. And I feel it is important that we acknowledge these and look to them as lessons to take as we move forward. So, C. C stands for collaboration and newfound opportunities and methods for joining with our colleagues both near and far to continue to create and perform in new and oftentimes previously unexplored ways. The willingness of all the artists around the world to come together, share their time and talents to keep the arts alive, but perhaps even more importantly, to utilize its power to help the world get through this tough time, is going to be one of the hallmarks of this period in history. People will reflect on the fact that it was the artists who continued to inspire and infuse hope into some very dark times. It is my opinion this will lead to a renaissance of the arts and an even broader audience base than previously existed. The MVA art students and faculty are no exception to this, as is evident in the great work we have continued to produce and share with our friends, community members, and beyond. O is for opportunities. And yes, there are opportunities to be found in this situation. One of them is time. Another is connection. I honestly can't think of a period in my life, except perhaps my 6 weeks of retirement, when I had more time on my hands. For many of us, albeit virtually, we've used that time to connect with friends and family in ways we would have never been able to do otherwise. We have put together more puzzles, played more virtual games, made silly videos, and enjoyed a host of things we would never have been able to if we had kept our normal schedules. And within that, we have found things we might never have dreamed of. I recorded a virtual piano duet with one of my former students who teaches in Nevada, and another with my high school choir teacher in Ohio. Both moments that happened to bring me a great deal of happiness. Before this, I would never have thought it was even possible, much less had time to explore such a project. Now, I spend time trying to think how we can do this with guest artists on a regular basis. The ability to stage a play reading with playwrights around the country on a Zoom call and feed it live to Facebook for audiences to watch would have been unheard of 6 short months ago. Presenting programs virtually, such as this, is inspiring to me. The thought that it could be possible to have a concert with no one even in the same room is amazing. Yes, there are opportunities here to be had for those who see them and seize them. V. V is for Vic, V-I-C. I say it that way because there are two possible endings to that word, Tim and Tor. Both are present in this situation. It is very easy to feel like the victim in this situation and how this has forced our lives to change, taken opportunities from us, kept us from our friends, and even life events like graduation. I freely admit there have been days when I felt like this isn't what I signed up for. And if I had to spend another 12-hour day working in Premiere Pro or listen to one more Zoom lesson with its 1.5-second delay, I might just choose to pack it all in and find that remote beach area to live out the rest of my quarantine. But that isn't me, and that isn't us. We are made of better stuff than that. Victim really isn't in our makeup. Instead, we must choose to be victors in this situation. There are arts programs across the country that have gone silent. There are arts organizations that will, sadly, not recover from this blow. There are teachers and artists who don't want things to change. Ask the dinosaurs how it works out when you refuse to adapt to change. Fortunately, we will not be amongst those. We will change, we will adapt, and we will continue to keep our art alive and well as we emerge from this as victors rather than victims. I is for imagine, and reimagine, and re-reimagine, and you get the idea. The victims I just mentioned are the ones who cannot or will not reimagine themselves or their art. And perhaps even more difficult, reimagine what they just imagined when another curveball gets thrown at us. I've thrown away more paper in the last 3 months than I've kept. It seems I no sooner write something down than something happens which changes and makes my plan unworkable, impossible, or simply no longer pertinent. I believe all of us, actors most especially, have a leg up in this situation because we are asked to reimagine ourselves and the world we live in on a daily basis. We now have to imagine virtual auditions, virtual rehearsals, virtual performances, virtual audiences, and quite frankly, how that is going to impact our career paths. I have no doubt that any forward-thinking college arts program is already planning a major in digital arts, and all arts majors will be looking at studies to rely much heavier on video and audio production and virtual rehearsals and performances. The arts faculty here is trying to reimagine what studies will look like in the conservatories, both in short and long term. You're seeing the start of some of that in the Festival of the Arts we are featuring right here on our Facebook. It is not simply an exercise to think of virtual senior recitals. It is a foray into reimagining how we do things and the impact it can and will have. The fact that our virtual reading of Noise, the last I looked, had reached over 2,000 people forces us to consider the impact this new twist to our world can work to our advantage. We intend to be ripe to seize the opportunities as they present themselves and reimagining our conservatories to send our students out into the world, prepared for the new face of our landscape. Lastly, D is for define. Much like victims and victors, we can either choose to be defined by the situation we are living through, or we can choose to define our situation. Again, the former is a state of helplessness where you wait and hope that when this passes, everything will be good again. The latter chooses to take a lead in saying, how can I make myself a better student, teacher, or artist because of this? Those of you who have chosen to embrace the virtual lessons, work on perfecting recordings, practice video and audio editing, spent time immersed in additional practice, and embracing the opportunity to be creative in ways you might never have dreamed of are defining your situation. As we continue to pursue ways to make art in new and different ways with our students, we are defining the situation, and as we revisit truths we thought were absolute, we define our situation. In the 90s, it was called thinking outside the box. In the early 2000s, it was referred to as shifting your paradigm. Until they coin a phrase for this time period, I am simply going to call it reimagining the possibilities. How fortunate we are to have the opportunity to be a part of a moment in time where our arts get to be reimagined. You will be a part of this. You are living this. Here is where we reimagine the stories we want to tell, how we tell them, and with whom we choose to tell them. This might, after all, be one of the greatest social justice experiences of all time, as suddenly from our living room, our bedroom, or even our closet, we have the ability to create art with our colleagues wherever they are and have a reach through social media many times over that of traditional performance venues. Defining the situation rather than allowing it to define you. Students, parents, faculty, Arts Alliance members, and to anyone else who has stumbled across us through the reach of this platform. First, I thank you for trusting us to continue to do what is right in preparing the students for the next level. Second, I ask you to buckle your seatbelts because the ride isn't over yet, and even I can't tell you for sure what's over the next hill. Lastly, I ask you to keep the faith because everything happens for a reason, and there is a reason in all of this that someday we will understand. I know I speak for all of the other arts faculty when I say to you, we are proud of you, we are inspired by you, we love you, and we miss you. Rest assured, the arts are alive and well here at Montverde Academy, and that is why we are here tonight, and that is what we will celebrate. Thank you. Our program this evening will involve the recognition of many individuals and their accomplishments over the course of the year. Awards, obviously, will not be presented tonight, but will be presented to students at a later date. You will be receiving in the mail shortly a program for tonight's awards assembly, which lists in detail every awards category and the recipients as a keepsake of tonight's event. Also, this Facebook Live event will remain on the Arts Facebook for you to view and/or send on to other friends and family. So, to begin the awards portion of the program, I would like to turn it over to the music department first, beginning with Mr. Connolly Candelario.
Good evening. I am Mr. Connolly Candelario, Director of the Vocal Arts for the middle school and upper school at Montverde Academy. I'm here to talk to you about our concert choir students and our vocal students who participated in all of our activities this year. We started in the fall with a retreat that all of our students spent 3 days at, getting a good start for the year. And then we moved on to our all-state testing. Congratulations for Zaina Jabali, who is accepted into the all-state SSAA chorus, and Dylan Truenow, who made it into the TTBB chorus. Very hard to do. Over 10,000 students in the state of Florida apply for these choirs every year, and only a select few are chosen. Also, a special recognition to Dylan Truenow, who is in the Lake County All-County Band as a saxophone player. Our fall concert came next, followed by Lessons and Carols. During the time of Lessons and Carols, the choir did a lot of community service, caroling for retirement centers and private functions. Community service is a very important part of our concert choir, and we want to mention a few students who went above and beyond, doing community service in other musical groups in the Central Florida area. Daphne Gunasekara, Scarlett Gunasekara, and Hanan Geda are all members of the barbershop choirs Sisters of Sound and Unaccompanied Minors. Additionally, Amelia Hall was a member of the Orlando Opera Youth Company. In January, all Vocal Music Conservatory students participated in the Florida Vocal Association District 6 solo and ensemble contests. The superiors in the classical vocal solo category went to Amelia Hall, Caitlin Bennett, Luke Cheng, Hanan Geda, Zaina Jabali, Tyler Fricker, Giovanna Parker, and Dylan Truenow. Also, in the musical theater jazz category, Amelia Hall earned a superior. On May 8th, our choir released our first ever video choral cabaret. Also a first this year was having a student director. Congratulations and a special recognition to senior Zaina Jabali, who is our student director as well as our concert choir president this year. Congratulations to Zaina and also to Terry Zhuang, our graduating seniors. And to all the music students in the vocal music department, thank you so much for an outstanding year.
Excellence Awards go to the Montverde Academy Advanced String Orchestra for competing at the American String Teachers Association's National Orchestra Festival and at the Florida Orchestra Association District Music Performance Assessment. These students were Ho-Long Yuang, Akash Dandon, Megan Lindberg, Abram Sun, Brianna Monahan, Sarah Echevarria, Tatiana Pinto, and Caitlin Bennett. Also Lauren Kiernan, Selena Shu, Apple Joe, Jason Tejada Changkai, Rhythm Guo, and Zaina Jabali.
So, welcome to Casa de Mincy. I'm so glad you could be here this evening with me in my music room as we take the time to honor some special students. This year, several of our students sought out additional competitions and performance opportunities outside of their conservatory engagements. I'm pleased to be presenting our Excellence in Music Awards. Dylan Truenow for his first place performance at the Central Florida Music Teachers Association first annual Sonatina competition. And Frank Kuo for taking first place in Florida State Teachers Association's Concerto Competition, Senior Division, District 5. Selena Shu enjoyed multiple accomplishments in music excellence this year, which included earning an honorable mention at the Music Teachers National Association Senior Performance Competition, being a finalist in Florida Symphony Youth Orchestra's annual concerto competition, and being selected for the National Youth Orchestra in China, with whom she will tour this summer. Congratulations to all our award winners. And now it's time for our Masterclass Awards. Throughout the year, students are given special opportunities to participate in masterclasses that are put on by various artists and organizations. This often includes the honor of being chosen to perform in front of the audience and work directly with the artist. The students being recognized for their participation in following masterclasses: Stetson String Institute, Caitlin Bennett, Megan Lindberg, Tatiana Pinto, Lauren Kiernan, Jason Tejada Chanqui, and Jean-Yu Apple Zhou. The Jacksonville Cello Workshop and Jamie Clark Masterclass, Selena Shu, Jean-Yu Apple Zhou, and Jason Tejada Chanqui. Performing in the piano workshop by Dr. Rose Grace and Edna Schlam were Frank Kuo, Dylan Truenow, and Elise Viniak.
Montverde Academy students competed at the District Solo and Ensemble competition and won the following awards: Frank Guo, Piano Trio, Superior; Piano Solo, Superior; Megan Lindberg, String Duet, Superior; Violin Solo, Superior with Distinction; Lauren Kiernan, Viola Solo, Superior with Distinction; Selena Shu, Piano Trio, Superior; Cello Solo, Superior with Distinction; Jason Tejada Chankai, String Duet, Superior; and cello solo, Superior. Apple Joe, cello solo, Superior.
In January 2020, several Montford musicians were selected to participate in the Florida All-State Ensembles. Violist Lauren Kiernan participated in the High School Honors Orchestra. Cellist Junyu Apple Joe participated in the High School Honors Orchestra. And cellist Jason Tejada Chenkai participated in the Middle School Honors Orchestra. There are several Montford students who participate in orchestras in the community, and these students are receiving a Community Service Music Award. Yilin Selena Shu, Florida Symphony Youth Orchestra, Symphonic. Kinlu Rhythm Guo, Florida Symphony Youth Orchestra, Symphonic. Mariana Valderrama Alvarez, Florida Symphony Youth Orchestra, Symphonic. Akash Tandon, Florida Symphony Youth Orchestra, Philharmonia. Junyu Apple Joe, Florida Symphony Youth Orchestra, Philharmonia. Jason Tejada Chenkai, Florida Symphony Youth Orchestra, Prelude. Minghao Abrams Sun, Florida Symphony Youth Orchestra, Prelude. Zen Kreklau, Florida Symphony Youth Orchestra, Prelude.
This next category is going to be a tough one. Our seniors. I'm not sure how I got elected to do this category. Mr. Clausen said it's because I'm more warm and fuzzy than he is, but we all know that's not true. Rhythm Guo is a bassist and has participated in the orchestra for the last 2 years. Rhythm, we appreciate your contributions and participation and wish you the best of luck next year. Akash Tandon will attend Florida State University next year as a Gator. Akash is a violinist who played both his 9th grade and his 12th grade year for the orchestra. Perfect bookends. Terry Zhuang. Terry will be attending Northeastern University next year. She's been part of our choral program since her freshman year, although she did take her junior year off to focus on her academics, which seems to have worked out well for her. With always a smile on her face and a kind word for others, Terry has been a valuable member of our select choir. From the conservatory, we have 2 seniors graduating. And you know, this is really awkward. I'm talking to you through a camera. We're not together. It's not supposed to be this way. We are gonna miss both of you so much. You've added so much to our conservatory program and so much to our lives. Selena, You will always hold a special place in our hearts. You are one of the most hardworking students that I know. You are talented and beautiful, and it's been my honor and privilege to accompany you these past 4 years on your musical journey. You have raised the bar and shown our upcoming students what it takes to be an accomplished musician. The University of Texas Butler School of Music is very lucky to have you joining them next year.
What if I told you it was all meant to be? Would you believe me? Would you agree? It's almost that feeling we may be fooled. So tell me that you don't think I'm crazy when I tell you love has come here and now. A moment like this, some people wait a lifetime for a moment like this. Some people search forever for that one special kiss. Oh, I can't believe it's happening to me. Some people wait a lifetime for a moment like this. Everything changes, but beauty remains. Something so tender I can't explain. Well, I may be dreaming, but till I awake, can't we make
Zaina Jabali. Zaina's going to be attending the University of Miami Frost School of Music next year. They don't know how lucky they are. Zaina has a work ethic beyond no other that I've ever seen. She has a heart for the world and really cares about others. Zaina has been a leader and a role model for our younger music conservatory students. It's really been amazing to watch. And I know the conservatory program is better because of it. Zaina, you are beautiful inside and out. And I am really gonna miss our lunch chats. But girl, look how far you've come. Congratulations, seniors. You are going to be sorely missed, but we are so proud of you.
Our Music Conservatory Jury Awards go to 2 students that obtained the highest grades in their first semester juries. These 2 students are cellist Selena Shu and pianist and saxophone player Dylan Truno.
Thank you to each of the music faculty for presenting those awards, and congratulations to each of the music students on those fine accomplishments. It certainly exemplifies a busy and successful year, and we thank you for everything that you've done to bring that credit home to the Montverde Academy Music Conservatory. At this point, I'd like to continue by running through some of the theater awards that we'll be recognizing tonight, beginning with the District 12 Florida Thespian Awards. Receiving Critics' Choice at the Florida Thespian Award Districts for the large group, We Both Reached for the Gun. Ashton Epidue, Sydney Barker, Josh Brown, Lucas Brown, Aidan Corey, Isabella Kreider, Katie Fallon, Aidan Fracker, Kaylin Guinness, Logan Lopez, Maya Mills, Anthony Moorhead, Molly Smith, Lexi Kazanov, and Peyton Tomasi. Critics' Choice for the small group, Leave Luann. Ashton Epidue, Josh Brown, Katie Fallon, Anthony Moorhead, Elianis Negron, CJ Rosado, and Hannah Swidler. Critics' Choice for solo musical, performing It's Hard to Speak My Heart from the musical Parade, Aidan Fracker. Critics' Choice for student-directed scene, which was Vanya and Sonia and Masha and Spike with director Katie Fallon. And also actors Anthony Moorhead and Hannah Swidler. Critics' Choice for ensemble acting scene, A Raisin in the Sun, Ambria Benjamin, Maya Mills, and Peyton Tomasi. And Critics' Choice for makeup design for Sweeney Todd, Valerie Kudemeyer. Again, recognizing that Critics' Choice is the highest award that's possible in each of those categories. Continuing on with Critics' Choice Honorable Mention, still in District 12. For costume design, honorable mention, Lysistrata to Isabella Kreider. Critics' Choice Honorable Mention for playwriting to Molly Smith for The Doll. Critics' Choice Honorable Mention to duet musical Dance With You for Sydney Barker and Benazir Cerna. Critics' Choice Honorable Mention for monologue to Isabella Kreider. Critics' Choice Honorable Mention for ensemble acting for the scene from Clue, Sydney Barker, Aidan Bjortvet, Katie Fallon, Larissa Fox, Daniel Mills, Anthony Moorhead, and CJ Rosato. Critics' Choice Honorable Mention in publicity design for American Idiot to Tristan Diller. Critics' Choice Honorable Mention for solo musical, presenting Finishing the Hat to Anthony Moorhead. Critics' Choice Honorable Mention in solo musical for When the Music Played to Kaylin Guinness, and Critics' Choice Honorable Mention for the duet musical performing Willow, Ambria Benjamin, and Kaylin Guinness. And for those acts and individuals receiving superior ratings. Again, Critics' Choice did receive superior ratings and then received the further award of Critics' Choice designation. All of these also received superior ratings. Student-directed scene for Moon Over Buffalo, directed by Larissa Fox, with actors Ambria Benjamin, Aidan Bjortvet, Larissa Fox, Aidan Fracker, and Kaylin Guinness. For publicity design for American Idiot to Daniel Mills. For duet musical for Telephone Wire, Lucas Brown and Judy Hassenine. For monologue, Ambria Benjamin. For costume design for American Idiot, Larissa Fox. For scene design for As You Like It, to Valerie Kudemeyer. For duet musical performing Fine, Aidan Corey and Peyton Tomasi. For small group performing Tangled Up, Aidan Bjortvet, Kaylin Guinness, Logan Lopez, Maya Mills, Daniel Mills, Aaliyah Rodriguez, and Peyton Tomasi. For solo musical performing Daddy's Son, Ambria Benjamin. For makeup design, for Lysistrata, Belle France. For solo musical performing The Games I Play, Aidan Corey. For duet acting, performing Almost Maine, CJ Rosato and Ashton Epidue. For duet musical, performing What You Mean to Me, Lexi Kazanov and Logan Lopez. For scene design for She Kills Monsters, Jordan Rodriguez. For duet musical, performing All I've Ever Known, Aidan Fracker and Maya Mills. For solo musical, performing Michael in the Bathroom, Daniel Mills. For duet acting, The Farnsworth Invention, Aidan Bjortvet and Aidan Fracker. And for duet acting, doing Angels in America, Judy Hassenine and Josh Brown. In addition to that, our one-act entry into the competition, our version of Medea, won superiors and was scheduled to go to state as well. For the one-act musicals, there are special awards given out, and these were the awards that we received. For All-Star Cast Member, Katie Fallon. And for All-Star Crew Member, Aidan Fracker. Medea did receive a superior rating, 1 point from perfect, which was the third consecutive year advancing it to state. Within that then, we did win the superior rating for tech for the third consecutive year, outstanding program design, outstanding lighting design for the third consecutive year, outstanding sound design for the third consecutive year, outstanding stage manager, outstanding technical crew for the third consecutive year, outstanding supporting actor for the second consecutive year for Anthony Moorhead, outstanding lead actress for the third consecutive year for Bella Kreider, and for outstanding ensemble. In addition to that, Troop 3977 was honored to be selected the District 12 representative for the opening ceremonies at the state festival with their large group musical, We Both Reached for the Gun. And Anthony Moorhead was awarded the Charlie Cinnamon FTA $1,000 scholarship. Additionally, Troop 3977 was honored for the second consecutive year to be chosen to present a main stage at the state festival. This year, our production of The Glass Menagerie had been selected and was actually going to perform 2 performances at the Tampa Theater during the festival. Congratulations to all of those honors. Unfortunately, we don't have state honors to continue on with, but I think we can rest assured that everything that advanced to state would have again competed handily, walking away with additional honors and most likely critics' choices for those as well. Moving on to the Applause Award nominations. I'd like to congratulate all of the actors and workers, technicians, everybody who put these shows on this year. Together, they netted us 38 Applause Award nominations. At the moment, I can't tell you exactly what is going to happen with Applause Award nominations and how that is going to shake out, other than there are ongoing discussions going on. And certainly at some point, we hope that there are finalists selected and that we continue to be in the running. Nevertheless, we're excited for the nominations that we did receive. For The Hunchback of Notre Dame, we received nominations for Outstanding Musical, Outstanding Ensemble, Outstanding Technical Achievement. We received nominations for lead performances for Aidan Fracker, Daniel Mills, and Anthony Moorhead. Nominations for supporting performances for C.J. Rosato, Benazir Cerna, and Aidan Bjorkvet. Nominations for acting performances by Daniel Mills and Isabella Kreider. Nominations for vocal performances for Peyton Tomasi and Anthony Moorhead. For dance performance, Katie Fallon. For honorable mention in performance, Benazir Cerna, Kaylin Guinness. Nominations for Outstanding Director, Outstanding Musical Director, Outstanding Stage Manager for Valerie Kutemeyer, Outstanding Set Design, Outstanding Sound Designer for Cynthia Liu, and Outstanding Costume Designer. Congratulations to each of those people. Mamma Mia, which of course played to sold-out audiences each night of its run, also netted us an additional 16 awards for Outstanding Musical, Outstanding Orchestra, nominations for lead performers for Kaylin Guinness, Peyton Tomasi, Isabella Kreider, Judy Hassanine, and Aidan Fracker. For supporting performances, for Anthony Moorhead. For dance performance, for Hannah Swidler. For honorable mention in performance, for Hannah Swidler. For outstanding musical director, for outstanding stage manager, for Valerie Kutemeyer, for outstanding set design, for outstanding lighting design, and for outstanding sound design for Cynthia Liu. Again, congratulations to each of those people for being recognized as the very best at what they do. At this time, we're going to turn it over for a little lighter segment of our awards, and where we will be recognizing our superlatives. So at this point, I'd like to turn it over to Benazir Cerna.
Okay. Now we will announce our theater superlatives. We started this last year and are excited to carry on this new addition to the Fine Arts Banquet. About a month ago, the students all went and voted for this year's winners, and the votes are in. For friendliest, we have Kaylin Guinness. Best shoulder to cry on, Anthony Moorhead. Craziest laugh, Kaylin Guinness. Biggest drama queen, Bella Kreider. Biggest drama king, Anthony Moorhead. Most dependable, we have our first ever tie between Aiden Corey and Aiden Fracker. We've also added a new category to this year's superlatives. Most likely to be TikTok famous goes to Miss Emerson. And for runner-up, we have Maya Mills.
Thank you, Benna, for that, and congratulations to each of those award winners as well. Fortunately for the theater, we took the opportunity to recognize our seniors at the end of Mamma Mia, and we're especially glad, given circumstances, that we were able to do that, particularly since we have to do it in a much less hands-on way tonight. But we do want to take some time here to recognize our seniors. So I'm going to do two things. First, I'm going to turn it over to our seniors and some of our other ITS members who want to speak about our seniors, put together in a wonderful video that was done by Molly Smith. And then that's going to be followed up by a presentation by Ms. Emerson.
I'm very grateful to the theater because it's been literally my second home. It's where I've made the most mistakes and learned from them the most. It's where I've matured, and it's where I've become who I am.
Theater has definitely made me become a lot more confident in myself, not just in performance, but also me overall as a person. It's made me a lot more confident and outgoing.
When I started theater at Montfort, it was just to fill my credits for my after-school activities, and I did not expect to completely fall in love with the environment and the art that is theater. It changed so many things about me. It changed my career path. It changed how I think of many things. It changed who I surround myself with, and it feels like I found my home, you know?
I get to be these characters, and I get to take on different personas, and through that, I have always found another piece of myself. Because of Miss Kathy, I found another passion of mine to be backstage. I wouldn't be the person who I am today without this troupe.
If it wasn't for Miss Emerson encouraging me to enter the playwriting competition, I definitely would not be the same place I am today as a writer. And now I'm choosing a school that will give me the opportunity to continue playwriting.
So one of my favorite Montfort theater memories is doing She Loves Me Bows at State. It was the best experience I've had, and just being surrounded by all my friends, it was amazing.
It was my first and my last State, and I will never forget it.
Performing on the Ferguson stage was absolutely amazing. Like, that energy, like, I don't think I've ever felt so much.
I remember specifically when we were doing God Bless America at the Dr. Phillips Center, all of these adults from the technical team there and the play festival, they were all coming up to me and telling me how impressed they were at how professional you guys were on this play. And I was so thankful that I had this team of professional actors from my high school that were able to support me in that experience, because I couldn't have done it by myself.
I look up to the seniors because for most of them, I got to watch their incredible journey from beginning to end. Tristan took a lot of risks in her life. She found what makes her happy and kept on pursuing it. To watch Peyton go from the three little pigs, or one of the three little pigs, and grow up to play things like Esmeralda and Donna is amazing. But I will never forget Judy when she sang Mama Who Bore Me. That still like haunts my soul, in a good way though. Like, I listened to it on the track and I'm like, it will never be as good as Judy did it. I remember Valerie when she was just Red Val, the quiet girl who does sound. I don't know if any of you would remember that unless you were in that one class, but she found her voice and now she's a really awesome stage manager.
I look up to and admire the seniors because of their incredible work ethic and their willingness to succeed no matter what. I wish you all good luck, but I mean, you're not going to need it. You guys are pretty awesome. You know what you're doing. I love you all.
I'm going to miss a lot of things, but I'm going to especially miss the uniqueness and talent that they bring and the hard work and dedication.
It just makes me really happy that I was able to get to know you guys.
Peyton, thanks for always being a Jersey girl like me because we definitely don't pump gas. Judy, thank you for suffering through all of my academic anxiety. I know there was a lot of it. And Maya, thanks for letting me be the J-Lo to your Shakira. I love you guys and I will miss you so much.
I can't imagine the program without you all, and I love you guys so much. I know wherever you end up, it's gonna be the right place for you, and you're gonna set the world on fire. I hope you all break legs.
Well, this is certainly not how I thought I would have to say goodbye to the first full 4-year senior class that I had the honor and privilege of teaching here at Montverde, but this is what we have, and so this is how we are going to do it. The fact that you are all handling this with so much grace and so much humility is outstanding, and I'm very proud of you. I am so impressed by your strength through this, and it tells me that you are very capable and that you will be just fine. And I am so excited about the journey that you are about to embark on. I can't wait to hear all about it. I want you to have the time of your lives in college, and I also want you to remember that you can make a difference, and you will. Nora Ephron says that education is the dress rehearsal for the life that you are meant to lead. And I want you all to remember that you are the lead in your own lives. Don't let anyone come in the way of your passion, of your dedication, of what you want, because you deserve the world. You are so loved. You will be so missed. This place will not be the same without you. And I wish you the best. I want you to stay kind. I want you to stay humble. And I want you to go out there and change the world, because I know you can. Each of you can. I love you.
I'm gonna miss you guys.
I'd just like to thank the troupe for being such a supportive troupe, and I cannot wait to come back and see what you guys do.
I want to thank the MVA troupe parents. If it weren't for you guys, we probably would starve to death. You guys are so loving. Like, I have more parents now than I did before I came to Montverde.
Thank you so much for challenging me as an actress, growing me as a playwright, and supporting me through both my film and my theater endeavors.
A big thank you to all the teachers of the theater department, our wonderful Arts Alliance members, and our awesome parents for always supporting us.
I'd like to thank the troupe for being a second family to me.
I love you guys.
I will always be a part of Troop 3977.
Thanks for everything. One troop, one family.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Roberta Emerson. I am the Director of Theater here at Montverde Academy and for the Theater Conservatory. This has certainly been an extraordinary year, and it's certainly ending in the most extraordinary way that none of us, I think, could have ever dreamed of. But I am so proud of our students for handling this with such grace and professionalism and creativity as we keep finding ways to create art, which is our purpose in life, and we are so immensely proud of them for hanging on there with us. We have gotten to do some extraordinary things this season. Hunchback of Notre Dame, The Glass Menagerie, our original and created piece of Medea, and of course the ever-present Mamma Mia, to sold out houses for all of the performances, which is such an amazing feeling, and I'm so glad the students got to experience that. And we certainly look forward to what's to come. I can't wait to get back to the kids, and I miss you all. I can't wait to get back to work. We will be there sooner than later, and it will be extraordinary. With that, I am here to announce our 4-year honor thespians. This is actually the first year that I have been with a class for all 4 years, so these kids are definitely special to me. And a 4-year honor thespian is a thespian that has been a part of the International Thespian Society for 4 years, all 4 years, as a part of Troop 3977 in the Thespian Society. And with that, our 4-year honor thespians this year are Molly Smith, Valerie Kutenmeyer, Maya Mills, Benazir Cerna, Hannah Swidler, and Peyton Tomasi. Those students have been international thespians for the entire 4 years that we've been here, and we are so proud of them. We certainly look forward to what they plan to do and where their journeys lead them. We are very proud. Congratulations, you guys. Next, I will introduce our new thespians, our incoming first-year thespians, those who will be inducted into the International Thespian Society. As you know, you go through 1 year on a probationary period, and by the end of the year, you are inducted as a first-year thespian. So our first-year thespians are Sydney Barker, Alexa Kozanov, Elianis Negron, Isabella Salvatore, Jordan Rodriguez, Ambria Benjamin, Lucy Hartman, and Ethan Kaufman. Congratulations, you guys. I am so proud of you, and welcome officially to Troop 3977. And that's it for me. Short, sweet, and simple. Stay tuned for the announcement of our season coming soon. We've got some great things in store. We can't wait for you to hear all about it.
As Ms. Emerson said, thank you, seniors, for all that you have done. We are grateful that you have shared your talent with us, the community, the families here at Montverde. We know that there are great things in store for you, which we hope to be a part of as you go on your way. To the new members who were just inducted, you have big shoes to fill. This is a big and illustrious program, and we look forward to what you will do between now and the time you are honored as seniors here at Montverde Academy. It's my pleasure at this point to conclude the awards assembly with the final awards of the night and the final theater awards. There are some individual class awards which will be given out as a part of the upper school assembly on Thursday evening. So those are not being announced tonight, as they will be unveiled at that assembly video when you watch it. Some of these awards, however, that I am about to list will also be recognized at the upper school awards assembly, because we do want to make sure that they are recognized as publicly as they can be. Specifically, we'll start with the Outstanding Actor and Actress Awards. These awards are always difficult, I think ever more difficult each year as the quality of performers and performances gets much higher. It becomes much more subjective and much more difficult sometimes to differentiate. So much so that we added a category this year, and we're awarding awards for featured actor and actress, supporting actor and actress, as well as best actor and actress. So, for featured actress, Maya Mills, and for featured actor, Lucas Brown. For supporting actress, Kaylin Guinness, and supporting actor, Joshua Brown. And lastly, for outstanding actor, Anthony Moorhead, and for outstanding actress, Peyton Tomasi. Congratulations to all of you. I think your performances speak for themselves in the bestowing of these awards. Additionally, for outstanding technical theater, we present this award to Sarah Kahn, with our thanks for all you've done behind the scenes to make what we saw possible. For outstanding composition and music direction. With a particularly grateful heart, I bestow this upon Aidan Fracker, with my thanks for all you've done for making these shows come to life from the music portion, which would not have happened without you. And lastly, for outstanding thespian, what I consider perhaps to be the best award that anyone can be given, simply because this is not about being the best actress, the best actor, the best technical theater person. It is about being the person who, for them, this program is their heart and soul and body and mind. And they display that in the time they put in the effort they put in the love they've given to the program, and without whom the program certainly could never have been as successful as it was. And this year, that award goes to Benazir Cerna. Again, my thanks to each of you, students, parents, faculty, Arts Alliance members, everyone who's joined us this evening. It's easy to see why the program is what it is. It's because of the commitment, the love, the passion that each of you puts into the program. And as with most arts, the more you put in, the more you get back. It's been a pleasure to have this opportunity to recognize everyone tonight. I thank you so much. Keep tuned for all of the offerings that are throughout the rest of this month. Look forward to the things to come. They will be outstanding. Until I see you again, I bid you a fond good night. Thank you.